Good day. We're into the third week of lockdown with another 2 weeks added. The South African Naval Museum here in Simonstown will therefore remain closed to the public. But we've taken the time to take you through the museum on virtual tours. This is the third virtual tour, and this week we will focus on the library, the reference library, as well as the archives here at the Navy Museum. We've got quite a sizable collection here in the library. It is a reference library, so researchers can visit the museum, the library on appointment, members of the fleet, Navy included, to do research. We also have a small archival collection, and a bit later now we're going to have a look at some of that footage that's from that audiovisual archival collection. Some of the more interesting magazines and books that we have here is the complete Commando set, bound, apparatus, also bound, as well as the Navy News magazines, the official magazine of the South African Navy. In fact, Navy News is just downstairs from us, where they deal with the production of Navy News. Let's go and have a look at some archival material. We have moved to the archive section, and it's just next to the library. And when you think about archives, you think about boxes, a lot of boxes. We've got various types of information or groups of information inside the archive section. For instance, this is a personalities group or boxes that contain files on more prominent or senior officers. So inside this box, you'd find a file for a particular officer or flag officer or admiral. Also have info boxes that contain information about chiefs of the Navy through the years. Remember the official portraits that we looked at in tour number 2. So inside this you'll find more information, newspaper clippings and all types of information. Another portion of another collection is the lines books, unit lines books, and newspaper clippings. Sorry, the light's a bit up and down, but I just want to show you one. This is from a newspaper clipping book, and this comes from 1992. It's a news clipping from the Argus, and I don't know if you can see, but there we have an article that talks about the battle to stay afloat. This is 1992, so history shows us that not a lot has changed. Navy still battles with the same issues. We also have a small audiovisual collection, and what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at some historic archival footage. The audiovisual footage we're going to have a look at will focus on the sinking of the frigate SAS President Steyn. President Steyn was one of 3 Type 12 or President class frigates delivered to the Navy in the early 1960s. Steyn commissioned in 1963. The others were President Kruger, as well as the 3rd frigate President Pretorius. Kruger sank following a collision in 1982, while Pretorius remained in service until 1985. She was eventually sold for scrap in 1993. But President Steyn was sunk as a target on the 29th of April 1991, and she was sunk. We're just going to move through a different part of the display to show you who did the damage. Sunk by a combination of missile hits and 76mm gunfire delivered by 5 minister-class fast attack craft or strike craft. And here you see a model of the 76mm gun. And here we've got the Scorpion missile that did the initial damage. So let's have a look at that historic footage that dates back to 1991. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this virtual tour of the museum, the library, and the archives. If you want to become involved, we're really in dire need of a librarian, even if it's just a person coming in once every 2 weeks or once a week. Maybe you're retired and want to become involved through our friends of the museum, to assist us here in the library and at the archives on a voluntary basis, then please contact me. We would love to have you on board to assist if you have a passion for our naval history and heritage, books and archives. Until next time, stay safe, stay at home, and we'll advise you of the day that we open again. Bye-bye.